Alright, we're here to record another League with the Boba list. Let's just see how it goes. Here's the opener. Seems reasonable. Kind of wish I had a white source. So that's what I'm going to dig for here. But I do have my mana, my land drops up to 3 covered, which is always nice. He's mulliganing. You sometimes don't want to read too much into that kind of thing, but I'm also going to kind of pin him on combo more. Oof. I think I have to mulligan this. Do I? I think I have to keep it. I mean, it's not like I have anything to do with white mana anyway. And a ponder is probably fine to draw. If nothing else, it'll give me a shuffle next turn that I need. Oh god. I was right. It's oops. Okay, it's oops. I believe you. Alright, now we do battle against oops. 2 Lavinia, 2 surgical. I think that's really it. Too slow. Too slow. Too slow. Is there anything else I want? Not really. I don't want 4 plows, so maybe I just bring in like 2 more blast effects just for shits and giggles. I mean, he does have pact, so it's not like it's impossible that I face that. This will have to do. So it's probably counterbalance next turn, assuming I get that far. Counterbalance is good against this deck if you can get it down, because there's so many things it hits. 0 is going to nail Pact. 1s are going to nail their rituals. 2, I think, is kind of a dead number, but then 3 and 4 also hit their spy effects. So there's more to for the card to do than it would initially appear. We get Scalding Tarn, just in case I need to plow for God knows what reason. Just pass? No? Okay. Not that lucky. So we're just gonna see what this does. He's probably taking force, and then I gotta go to the counterbalance casino to see what happens. But yeah. Oh, I'm discarding Stoneforge, huh? It's kind of an odd choice. I wonder what makes him do that. Get Tundra. Get Island. We're just gonna play counterbalance, I guess. Definitely not safe, but not awful. Flooded Strand, so 0. So we can't Pact. Which means Force of Will, Pitch Coat is live. I don't even care. I will plow and coat this all day. So he's going down this, like, juke. Sure, okay. I'm gonna give him like 2 draws with it. The reason being, I kind of want to brainstorm to have a little control over the top. I just have to take it before Throne of the Dead 3 comes, which is not that big of a deal, I don't think. Or maybe I just threw. Okay, I'm just going to take a draw here. Just a fairy. Or no, here's coat. So he's going to get to go into the well one more time, and then he's going to lose it. So Flooded Strand, still good. Yep, okay, cool. So, alright, so now he's on that weird creature juke. Do I care? Not really, and honestly, I kind of doubt he's going to go for that again. So, I think we just keep it as is. I'm not going to react to a creature juke here. Or I should say I'm not going to overreact to that random ass juke. This is straight unplayable, unfortunately. I'm going to fall him into hell here. Alright, we've landed squarely in... Probably just put that away. Say done. I hope that Force of Will holds up. Spoiler alert, it probably won't. Alright, here we go. Thrilling Magic. No? Okay. Maybe I win. Maybe I don't. Who knows? Counterbalance again. Yippee. I kind of want to keep that Vista for white. Oh my god. Another one. Okay, cool. Cool deck, bro. Survived the first wave, died the second one. But yeah, I don't know. Oops, just... I mean, everyone's heard my opinions on this before. I think that deck's an abomination. Like, it just... At what point did that game feel like... at all like something skill testing? Like, never? Like, I don't know, maybe the Passageway Seer juke was like mildly interesting for a minute, but like it's fundamentally doing the same thing, just cheating a creature in. But yeah, whatever. Okay, so this is probably like a Beans deck or something if I had to guess. I don't want to pitch back to basics, but like, yeah, we'll see. The white kind of sucks if it is a Beans. Whoa, okay. Just straight nothing, huh? So, we're going to get Stoneforge and Cryptic Coat here to give an alternate pitch to Force. Okay, cool. I take that trade all day. Do I do it now? I think I do it now. I might want that for red later. But he just blew a Force on... This Force is kind of irrelevant without a blue card. Okay. So... what am I to make of this? I think I'm making beans out of this. So I'm going to argue that this is probably Beanstalk. Which means I want these. You may or may not have some number of Felias. Dress down seems kind of bad. Pierce is good. I probably don't want all of these plows, right? I'll go down one more ending. You know what? I'll keep 3 plows, because I think Felly is probably a part of what he's doing. Well, whoever wins or loses this one, at least I'm enjoying myself. Okay, we keep this. Probably just gonna ponder to start. Sure, looks like he's doing similarly. If I could, I would probably just play a red source and keep red blast up. But we'll see what the deck provides. The deck chooses not to provide that today. Okay, back to basics is good. Don't know if I need another island, but I will take this red source. Sure, you can have Riddler. Riddler's probably like the least concerning thing out of his deck right now. Just gonna put this into play. There's another island beneath it, so I think the eventual play I want to do is set up a back to basics with a red blast backup. You just Riddlering again, sure. I'm not gonna get my knickers in a twist over this either. Okay, back to basics looking worse, but you know, I assume his deck is still kind of mana hungry in some ways, right? So let's see, let's test his removal a bit. He hasn't showed me a white source. If it's not a basic plains, the other advantage of doing it now is that he's going to have to tap it, and then that white source will get stuck under a back to basics, presumably. Okay, so there's Beanstalk. Thanks, but no thanks here on this one. I'm going to get Mountain. Just red blast this sucker. Okay. Okay, so that's a lot of forces out of his hand. Arguably, I think I should be probably just Narsetting here. Make it so that he can't draw cards anymore. There's Prismatic Ending. Okay. So now this whole Bean engine kind of falls apart. I'm gonna brainstorm here. Okay. I can get this later. I'll draw Stoneforge next turn. And then, do I just pass here? I don't even know if I want... No, I'll take a Stoneforge next turn. That's fine. I will ponder this turn. Okay, that's kind of perfect, actually. I kind of want the basic white source. Then I'll shuffle away the extra. Okay. So now what are we going to go after here? Prismatic Ending or Uro? Looks like he's choosing to prismatically end it. That's fine. Plains. Blue, white. Back to basics. I think I'll just wait, although I'm not that interested in sacrificing a Tundra right now. Wistfulness. Exile. Okay. I'm just gonna red blast this. If you'd like to stop this, it will cost you. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna start just applying mad pressure here. We're gonna blow him up. He's gonna go to 1 next turn if he doesn't do something. Yeah, he's had enough. Okay. Just pulling apart their mana. Alright, cool. Better game than the other one. I do wonder why people enjoy Oop so much. I don't know. Maybe it's just like routes to that part of their brain. They just enjoy it. But yeah, it's an utterly bizarre thing to me. But whatever. So I assume there's a whole bunch of that deck that I didn't see too. The Beanstalk deck. I can only assume the rest of it was some flavor of the dog and other crap. Okay. We're going to keep this, and we're probably shuffling away these 2 duels, and then trying to resolve this back to basics at some point. I mean, or we just don't. Probably naming... It's either Force of Will or Brainstorm. In the dark, those are the only... I mean, he's completely in the dark right now. Brainstorm, okay, yeah, so he gets his hit. There's his Pound of Flesh. We'll play this out. Pass. Don't quite know what this is yet. That Brainstorm really hurt. I wanted that. Okay, so this is like an energy deck, probably. I can only imagine this is energy. Staff, okay. I'm just gonna prismatically end that. I have to because he's probably going to Cabal Therapy next turn, and I can't let him get a double hit on ending. So as far as he knows, I don't... These 2 are mystery cards to him. He knows about these. So if he names something, it's probably going to be a sacrifice and get back to basics so we can play the rest of his game out. I can only assume. Yeah, he's got a lot of little tokens in the way. Okay. And otherwise, this is a beatable board, but it's not going to be if he strips back to basics, probably. Yeah, so here's what's happening. Here's back to basics. Bye-bye. Yep, okay, cool. Alright, so... I think I'm just going to prismatically end the guide. Hold the plow up. The guide can get kind of scary. Oh, yeah, Amped Raptor is another really good one. Oh, Mother of Runes, yikes. Okay. Well, I definitely have to plow Mom. Come all the jokes. So, still have a lot of good draws here. But Mother of Runes is going to have to go. Pretty much all my good draws involve a white next turn. Like Stoneforge is very good here. Probably just going to have to Brainstorm here. Okay, I'm just going to concede this one. I think he's got it. So there's also been this other discussion about like if sweeper about the place of sweepers. Um, let's see. Hold on. Let me have that discussion after this. 2 of these. I think that's it. Pierce is gonna be pretty bad. Dress down's like all right, but I don't love it. Counterbalance is too slow. Probably so is Teferi for that matter. There's been some talk about like how good sweepers are. Like I mean, obviously fire magic is good, but there's more broadly, there's been a discussion about what it means for a let's call it a like a 4-mana wrath, like Wrath of the Skies or Virtues against this. I feel like it's probably okay, but okay, so maybe I'll talk about that between rounds. I'll have to come back to it. So we're just going to brainstorm here to try and fix my hand a bit. And by fix, I mean get this god-awful Batterskull out of the way. Maybe line up 1 or 2 more. Okay. Can't really see these being useful, unfortunately. I'm just going to prismatically end this. More efficient to use it this way. Maybe there's an argument for keeping Coat over back to basics, but we'll see, I guess. Okay, Amped Raptor probably. Yeah, sure. How good of a hit are we getting here? Oh god, he puts another one. Oh, so it doesn't trigger again. Okay, well that's somewhat nice, I guess. I just need lands out of this. I think I have to shuffle. Okay. Well, one day I will get a red source for fire magic. If he casts something else, I can really slow him down with back to basics, I think, which is probably what I will do next turn. My ideal next draw is just a straight up red source, though. Alright, let's try and cut him off it, I guess. Alright. So he's going to be a little constricted on mana here. I'm going to Snapcaster Mage Ponder. The reason being, I kind of smell a... it's pretty hard not to smell a Bowmaster coming. So I want to keep the white up for Plow. Damn. Like, it's not the non-basic red source I wanted, but it seems to be the one that I have. So I'll take it, and then I'll follow up with Stoneforge, I guess. Okay, so no Bowmaster. I'm definitely going to block here. He's kind of dumb, because like this was only like 1 card from him. So we're just going to block, because this Snapcaster's dead anyway, right? Kind of hope he commits a little more to the board. Okay. No, he's not. Okay, so this is a pretty good example of how the strategy of so we're gonna force his hand here to play something a bit more meaty. So this is how these decks kind of play around sweepers. They only give you like 2 threats to hit. So I'm gonna take 4. That's fine. Sure. But now he's in this position of he has to commit a bit more to the board. Fire Magic on 1 lets Stoneforge live, and I probably would just do it the next turn after this. There's another Plains on top, which I want. It would take a lot for me to flip this Stoneforge Mystic over now. Okay, yeah. Oh, wait, oh, there was another Stoneforge? I don't remember this. Okay. So we're going to put Batterskull in. And I think we just pass, and we see... We're just going to... I just want him to commit more and more to the board. So he's going to flip one of them. I did not necessarily anticipate that. Okay, well, I can kill both here, actually, can't I? Yeah, I can. Wow. All right, that's a neato trick. Yeah, so we'll get this one across the line, looks like. So he's still going to have like a 2-1 critter after all this, which... Not the worst thing in the world, but I'll have a life linker, which I'm definitely pretty jazzed about in this situation. Yeah, ow, indeed. So he's still going to have a creature come in. Okay, so you have a token. Cool. Tabs. Okay. So that may have been enough to break his back. We'll see. Wish that were a basic mountain, but it is what it is, I guess. Okay, cool. Brainstorm. We're covered here. We're okay. Here's a plow. Okay. I'm gonna do Stoneforge under one of the removal spells, I guess. And we'll just cast the You know, we can also just... I think I might also just flash in Snapcaster Mage and... Not not that interested in that right now. If your last card in hand is Literal Bowmaster, then I guess you've got me here. But I feel like I would have seen it by now because you could have generated a fatal attack. Okay. Put back you under you, since Forcing Roll is kind of useless now. I'm gonna equip here. If he wants to plow this, he can, and then I'll remove one of his tokens. Okay, I think we're okay now. I think we have achieved stability. He's just thinning down his deck. Okay, cool. So on top is Force, which I don't really want. Yeah, okay. Is there anything that I would change here? Probably not. I'm just going to send it back in. It was a pretty tight game. So maybe if I don't get... I'll probably get interrupted again here, but I'll hold the sweeper conversation for after this last matchup. Okay, we have Fire Magic, a couple Ponders. Yeah, this seems fine. About the only thing I want is a basic red source. Fire Magic will kill that. Okay. Next turn I'll just do a Stone Forge, I think. And then at some point it'll become a Fire Magic. Sure. Two of those is actually kind of troublesome. So we're gonna have to try and generate a situation here. Because that does mean that the... Okay. That is kind of a situation now, actually. I wonder if I have to force, like, their next spell that comes down. I think I force this, because I want to hang on to this Batterskull. Might Red Blast, though, which would suck. No? Okay. Because next turn I can put Fire Magic and Batterskull out together and see where that gets me. Okay. So you're going to name a card. And it's probably Fire Magic, right? Yeah, Batterskull. Okay. So now we kind of have a bit of a problem because these two are going to defend each other pretty well. I'm going to go for a Ponder here. Kind of like this, actually. I'm going to take that now. So what I can do is Fire Magic and force him to protect both of his mothers, and then I can snap Fire Magic next turn. That's what I'm gonna do. They're just gonna protect each other. I can also plow the Sand Scout. Pretty sure now this works. Yep, now this works. Cool. Just gonna hit her, and then it's gonna be Snapcaster Mage, Fire Magic again. And then we're sort of back on even footing here. Then I have Blue Blast for an Amped Raptor would be probably the best target I could hope for, but he does have a lot of red out. Alright, so he's just doing this shit. Okay. Here's back to basics. If you want to red blast this, I have the perfect counter. Alright, so now his mana situation. Well, no. That's basic white. He has white-red now, so it's not like... The situation is not untenable. It is annoying because of how little land he's going to have now, but it's not, like, untenable. I mean, it's not exactly like I'm covered in options at the moment. I think we just pass here. I'm okay with not doing anything for a bit. I have Snap Plow. I've got shit I can do. Oh, what does this do? More lands. You get a Sand Warrior. What is this? Just a vanilla 1/1. Okay. I can just take 2. Is there some catch to this? It's probably Bowmaster, if I had to guess. Okay, cool. You have a Bowmaster, sure. That's fine. We're just gonna trade tokens off. Alright. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I have to think about that one. Okay. So I can Jace next turn, which is very helpful. Snapcaster Mage. Swords to Plowshares. We're gonna hit her. No surprise there. Okay. block there. Shouldn't be a surprise to him either. Kind of want another land. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. So we're going to Jace +2, target him. Yes, I would like to use that ability, very much so. Alright, so we're going to 0 out. And then next turn, we've got to pretty much fade a lot of shit. Don't know what he drew, but it's probably good to find, I guess. Oh, I drew Bombardment. Okay. So he drew Bombardment. Well, we drew Brainstorm. Brainstorm's pretty good, too. So I'm going to put these two back. We're just going to hit that thing. And then we're just going to hang on. Or try to. I'm going to do our best to hang on to life here. I think I'm okay. He's not really playing much. Stoneforge would be great here. Cryptic Code is fantastic. Stalls aggression pretty much immediately. Kind of wish I had that Jace, though. That guide is kind of a threat, though, because like he can make things that fly, which Cryptic Code cannot deal with. So we're just going to plow the first guide. Just to give him no energy to work with. But yeah, those blue-white, turn it. Probably gonna have to plow the other the other guide as well, I would guess. Kind of depends what else he plays too. But giving his shit flying is not acceptable at my current life total. Okay, sweet. Just gonna return this. It's Cryptic Code again. You know it, you love it. Okay, you probably don't love it, but you know what it does. Sure, I'm done. You can name whatever you'd like. No prismatic ending. We're just gonna hang out now. I feel like I should attack here. Just gonna chill. Just make a new one every turn. Don't want to lose two of them, which kind of sucks, but... Okay, so he's got a Johnny, which is pretty rough. Baited pretty good with that. think I have to chill here and see how he wants to do this. +2. Okay. What's the... Oh, God. It doesn't tell me like how much loyalty a Johnny has. So a Johnny Nakatl Pariah. I wish it would tell me. Maybe it's somewhere. I'm off screen looking at it. Okay, so it's 3. I think I just have to block there. Be okay with that. So Johnny's gonna flip. He's not gonna be able to kill anything. It's just gonna create a token. Okay. Nope, still can't do that. Okay, so that's how many? That's 2 of them down. Okay, then after this it's Stoneforge, and then I can really start having fun with code, I think. Alright, he's given up. It's a good game. There's Snap, a bunch of other random shit. Okay. That was a good matchup. I'm gonna need some water. Wait for the next one. Oh, yeah, I was going to talk about sweepers. I kind of feel like there was a pretty good example where I got really low based off of 2 Amped Raptors. I feel like that guy was actually decent at trickling out his threats around the sweepers, but the advantage of Fire Magic is that you can just cast it and snap it back, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, I was able to kill 2 moms just fine. But yeah, I feel like right now he's kind of unusual in that he is playing around sweepers. Most of these aggro decks that I'm seeing aren't. So they're walking straight into these really big wraths. And I just think that historically aggro decks have found ways to work around it. It's just what it is. And that this notion that like wraths are going to be good forever against them is probably not true. I mean, they just have to tighten up a bit. They don't respect wraths right now because there's simply not a reason for them to. I talk more about it, but my voice, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm just gonna ponder for a Force of Will. I think that's really the only thing my hand is missing right now. Okay. Take another ponder. I don't mind having 2 Teferis. But another Ponders could be fairly critical. Oh no. Well, this will tell me what I'm playing against. I just have to pray it's not Eldrazi. Urza's Saga. Okay. Well, Teferi and Plasnap Plow aren't terrible against that. I do wonder... Okay, so we're just playing against lands again. Okay. Ooh, boots. Okay. What was underneath? Probably just getting a planes and pondering here. Don't think I want any of these. I certainly don't want 2 of them. Okay. I think I just plow this now. Be okay. I'll be okay with that. Okay, so what do I want here? I think I just put out Cryptic Coat and threaten to block. Then I can Teferi bounce it next turn. Oh god, there's back to basics. No! Okay, so that does change things a bit. I definitely want that back to basics back. How would I do this? Pithing Needle would probably just be on Cryptic Code, right? I don't actually care about that. Jace the Mind Sculptor, okay. Here's a question. Depths, okay. So Depths does cause a bit of a conundrum, because now if he has okay, well, I guess it doesn't really matter then. I was gonna say, Depths kind of creates a bit of a conundrum. Okay. Doesn't attack. A little odd. I mean, now that I don't... Now that I legitimately cannot threaten that, I think it is just a Teferi bounce. Because I am, in fact, just straight dead to a... does he have it? Yeah, I am just straight dead to a stage, right? I mean, it's pretty likely. Maybe the answer was bouncing boots. So 1, 2, make a copy, sacrifice, equip. Yeah, okay. I needed him not to have stage this turn, is what it amounts to. Okay, I can accept this. He's definitely not as all in with the I don't know why he wouldn't do this now. I mean, I'm tapped down. Passing would be a huge mistake. Had colorless. Okay, I'll concede. Maybe I should have bounced the boots so that he would come up short. That's possible. Put 2 of these and 2 surgicals, and I think that's kind of it. I don't love counterbalance. Don't love pierce. Go down 1 plow and like what? Probably it's fairy, I think. And just send this. Yeah. Okay. I mean, he had Thespian stage, and that Bojuka Bog forcing the plow out was very timely on his part. So yeah, sometimes they have it. There's nothing you can do. Or I don't know. Maybe I could have played it better at some point, but yeah. So I'm going to assume that this is also a more traditional Light from the Loam type deck, so Surgical Extraction's good. Yeah, we were off by like a turn on that one. Off by a turn and a very well-timed Pachuca Bog. Yes, I would like to play first. Yikes. I probably have to send this back. Okay, I can live with this. I think this Stoneforge early is probably... I think I have to go for the Jace later. I need my mana to work. Forest, sure. 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 Boseiju, okay. So he's here to spew his entire hand out. Yikes, okay. So we're gonna get Batterskull and kind of threaten to go over 20 and maybe turn this Prismatic Ending on. But if he has another Thespian, if he has Thespian stage again in his 4 cards, we're in trouble based on this hand. Do you have it? I don't know, maybe I should have valued this surgical less. I don't know. It just feels like you need surgical against this deck if you can find it, because you're just not gonna beat a Life from the Loam engine once it gets going. Okay. Kind of annoying, but it's probably fine ultimately. Didn't make a land drop. Interesting to note. I'm gonna brainstorm here. Probably put back land. Batterskull, I can come back to that later. It's definitely not a now problem. Ponder. Okay, back to basics is good. So he didn't make a land drop, so I'm kind of like I'm a little weirded out by what he may or may not have in hand. It's back to basics is going to be good eventually, but right now 2 of his lands don't do anything, so like, how good is it really? Okay, so you're going for crop rot. Okay, so you can't. So here's a conundrum. I can surgical this, and then I can back to basics and lock him off it. Yeah, I think I like that. So what happens if I give him this? He plays a land, but Thespian Stage is still trapped. I think I'm going to go out on a limb here and take the Boseijus. Because, like, he hasn't shown a signal that he has more lands either, so, like, I kind of think I'm going to have that kind of time. Oh, he has, like, Pyroblasts. That's what he's doing. Okay. Okay, so he just has, like, straight Pyroblasts in his hand. Okay. So it's entirely possible that he, like, just swings and misses with this next turn, huh? Okay. It's going to attack here. All right. Cool. It's a fairy. I think I just plus here. And then planes, and I'm going to Snapcaster Surgical, taking out the loam before he can find a red source, hopefully. I mean, he's going to find it off Saga, unfortunately. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Okay. But, I mean, I'm still going to be in a pretty good position here. You know, if he gets... You know, there might be a window with Saga where he gets Mox Diamond, but before he can discard a land, I can Prismatic Ending it and deny him the red that way. That's kind of creative, actually. Okay. Brainstorm. 4 for 4. Okay, I also have Force now, which I don't think I'm going to want to cast. Just put it back like this. So I want this Prismatic Ending to hit whatever comes out of the Saga. Okay. Can't do anything at end step. Probably mostly wants his lands unlocked. I wonder if he's thinking if he wants to make the Saga token. That's probably what he's doing. I'm not going to crack this fetch. If you want to get Pithing Needle taking out my Prismatic Vista, you go right ahead, boss. Okay. So I think he's going to have to get the diamond, but the question is that third card a land? Okay. Do you have... Oh, no. Yeah, you might. You might have drawn a land. Okay. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I thought I would have a... I thought I would have an opportunity to respond to that? I guess I don't. Huh, that kind of sucks. All right. So, Force of Will, Brainstorm on top. I think I just bounce this thing. Now I can swing. I also have a hard counter to Pyroblast. Kind of want to brainstorm here and just see what's up. Okay. I'll put you and you away, and then I'll just go like this, I guess. Let's have Force of Will next turn. So I think I'll be okay with this. Okay. Cool. Last card in hand is just straight Pyroblast, right? They're just a plow. Brainstorm here. Yikes, don't need two of these. Get a mountain. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna take his... I feel like his sagas are gonna be the more threatening thing. Because it's a two-parter to get the because it is a two-parter to do the whole Dark Depths thing, and he currently has 0 parts of it. Alright, so we just chill now. Snapcaster Mage, I'm just going to ponder here. I'll take another ponder, and I'll just shuffle it and say go. Hit him for 3 again. I should have checked for chokes. Ah, I got sloppy. Here's Jace. I'm just gonna minus here. And I'm just gonna surgical again and just stop him from winning ever. I think I take the depths and then he's free to copy whatever the fuck it is he wants to copy. Okay. All right. Kind of an interesting game going here. I think we just send it back in like this. Yeah, I think we just send it like this again. Okay, dress down's cool. Kind of need a white kill spell for the okay. Discarding Saga. Okay, probably means he has another one. Sure does. Is he gonna loan me too? Probably. Just that. Well, he might. Okay, cool. Meltdown would be really sick here. Meltdown would be sick nasty. I don't think I want any of this. Yeah, this is a complete shuffle. Okay. Neato. Stage. Okay. 2 cards. I mean, what are the odds? I mean, the odds are pretty good that one of them is a Pyroblast. Otherwise, I'm not entirely sure what it is we're sitting around waiting for. Sure. More lands, okay. That is, in fact, a pretty good one. I'm just going to pass the turn. We'll brainstorm, and then, you know, I'm probably not even going to brainstorm. Just don't see a need to. I'm going to crack... I mean, when I say I don't see a need to, I don't see a need to crack fetch into it. I'm still going to brainstorm at end step just to see some cards, but Meltdown for 1 next turn seems completely reasonable. Doesn't matter what he gets, it's toast. I like this hand too much to shuffle any of the cards away. That's what it boils down to. Could just be Boots. I kind of hope it's Boots, yeah. Because me melting down Boots makes his Dark Depths lines a lot less scary. Just because I'm not going to get smacked for like 20 on like in 1 turn, you know? Okay. So far, I feel pretty in control. Taking a big hit, no doubt. Let's get a brainstorm in. Okay, so don't need these. Well, I mean, I'll take the Stoneforge, but I don't need the Cauldron. Meltdown for 1. Then I can crack fetch next turn. Sure. That loam is brutal. I can deal with it, though, so I'm going to let it go. And then try and get a clean brainstorm next turn. Like, it's not some mystery how I'm going to deal with this. It's just... Okay, 2 sagas at once. So he's just, like, trying to go all in on this saga train. I think this is a Jace turn. Yeah, this is a Jace turn. I can set up before he gets too far down this rabbit hole. Because he's not going to be able to haste damage them, which is a very critical distinction. Just going to put it back like this. And I can dress down. Okay, so he chooses not to do that. That's fine. I just have to keep this plow up in the future. Like, this is the advantage of not... Okay. Cool. I think I have Prismatic Ending on top, right? Sure. Okay. Kind of want this life from the loam gone. So I'm definitely going to brainstorm hard to find that. And then I want to snap Meltdown, I think. Okay, let's lead off with a brainstorm. Okay. So this is good. I can just slam the door with that later. Just going to get rid of that for now and hope to hit a fetch land. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. So we're just going to hit these loams again. Okay, so this is literally all he's got going for him, just 4 loams. Okay. And then we can dress down. And he's going to tap a shit ton of mana to make this shit, so... We can dress down and then back to basics, depending on what he gets here. Right, he may not even... I'm kind of curious now. Okay. Diamond, okay. Okay. Map. All right. Here's Dress Down. All right. Okay. Saga again, probably. Okay. Okay. Cool. So we're just going to keep brainstorming. We're going to Stoneforge here just to shuffle. Yes, I would. Let's get Batterskull. I'm going to brainstorm. Thank Christ. Okay. I'm going to do it like that. And then I think I pass. Cool. So I can beat another Saga for sure. I would like another land drop if I can help it. What do you play? A Wasteland? Okay. I'll just put you and you back. Here's to Fairy. I want him to waste a shit ton of time and mana making Saga things just to be melted down. I'll just plus the Teferi and pass it back. Yeah, okay, cool. Sure. There's a Batterskull. Okay. Did he not get anything off that? Interesting. Okay. Kind of think I'm gonna Snapcaster Mage and then take Boseiju. Just so he doesn't have a way to kill back to basics, I think. Okay. So he has depths. Okay. Neat. So 1, 2, 3. Snapcaster Mage, target Meltdown. Okay. Cast Meltdown. Okay. Now what? Okay, we go to attacks. I think I'm okay picking up the Snapcaster Mage again. I'm doing blue, white for back to basics. Then I'm just going to brainstorm here. Yeah, okay, he's had enough. 3-1. All right, let's see if we can get a 4-1 going here. Yeah, so that was a good game too. Very solid. I'll be right back while I wait. Okay, looks like we're up. Guess I would like to play first. I will keep this. And what I do next turn, either counterbalance or Stoneforge, kind of depends on what he shows me. Alright, what will it be? Oh, it's energy again? Kind of looks like energy. I think in this case I'm going to go counterbalance then. Just kind of give him something to think about, I guess. Don't really want to draw a land, so I'll thin a bit. It's not a land. Kind of wish it was removal, but maybe I'm just asking for too much at that point. Alright, let's counterbalance. Gave us a window, then next turn it's like Stoneforge with Brainstorm backup. Yeah, this feels like energy, although it's kind of odd they don't have a 1-drop. If they have a, whatchamacallit, Amped Raptor, that's going to be pretty brutal. Yeah, this is energy again. No point. Okay. Plow? I think I'm going to go for a Stoneforge here. Let's force him to show some respect here. Hexing Squelcher does kind of shit on counterbalance as a serial, unfortunately. But we'll have to see. I do want a removal spell here. Okay. So how do you want to play this? Okay. Another Hexing Squelcher. Okay. Oops, all Hexing Squelchers. No, I do not. Okay, so this counterbalance is going to be doggy poo-poo for the time being. The ward pay 2 life and stacking is kind of gross, but I guess it is what it is here. So I think this is a good opportunity to brainstorm. All right. Put back Tundra. Plow. I'm probably going to crack fetch this turn, so I'm trying to figure out what 2 cards I don't want. I think I'm going to have to ride this Batterskull and Cryptic Coat to victory. Because there's also Cryptic Coat getting equipped with Batterskull. So I'm pretty okay with that. I think I'm actually okay on board here. I can pay 4 life and be okay with it. Just gonna get planes here. The reason I want to show is it's kind of going to determine whether I put in counter Cryptic Coat or Batterskull. Now that I know I don't want to ferry, I'm probably just putting in Cryptic Coat. Yeah, I'm probably just putting in Cryptic Coat off this. Okay. I don't wonder what that does. So that's going to cost 4. Okay. So he's trying to bring it back. I don't think he knows about Batterskull. So I am just going to do that. Now he's wasted plow on that. And gain some life back in combat. Okay, so let's do an attack and see how he wants to block. He wants to block nothing. Okay. I think I'm okay with this. So you might want to bring back a Johnny, I think. Just curious, what is it? Ending? Okay. Sweet. So if I have ending, I think I just let that through. Okay. Snapcaster Mage. Swords to Plowshares. No response. Just gonna kill that. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. No response. That dies. Okay. Okay. So how do you want to attack here? I feel like that's okay. I'm just gonna gain like 6 next turn, right? I can just re-equip. And we're just back in the same spot. we started. So he's 2 lands off this quarry. Yeah, this Batterskull is giving me so much life right now. And then pretty soon it's going to be Cryptic Coat. Nope. That does nothing. I wonder if he knows about Coat. He probably does. Does he just have another plow? Like plow number 3? Sure, why not? Prismatic Ending, okay. So I can hit Bombardment. So I can just Prismatic Ending Bombardment and attack. Oh, or not. Okay. I mean, I definitely prefer to kill a Squelcher, I think. Sure. A sacrifice. Yeah, sure. Deal 1. Okay. Okay. So if I Prismatic Ending that, I gain 6 more. These are kind of redundant now. Yes, I don't think it actually matters. You can have 2 of them, that's fine. We're denying him cats for other things too. So that might be okay. Sure. Now we're just going to go ahead and attack, gain 6. And then put him to lethal on board next turn with a Cryptic Coat showing. Cryptic Coat, equip Batterskull. The only way to not die to this is next turn if he literally does nothing. Because then he can both equip both, or sacrifice both, and kill the coat. But then he dies to the Snapcaster block, so I guess not. This might be checkmate. Excuse me. Sure. What is it? I'm just curious. Okay. This is kind of interesting. I don't think he can do 12 out of this board state, though, is the problem for him. Well, it's going to be a pretty heavy lift from here. Create. So he can do a 2-1. He would still not have enough. Because he can flip this. Deal 1 to me, 11. Attack, deal 2 more, 9. But yeah, then he's going to come up short. Okay. So you have to pay 2. Yeah, see, now you got this problem. So he just threw away a damage, which is probably inconsequential at this point, but still, that's a spew. Okay. So this is a spew then, right? Okay. Cool. Yeah, so he's gonna try and like do more damage this way to it. Which, fine, I guess. Can also prismatic ending that next turn. Did you just do it to me? Okay. Cool. Alright. I think you just lose now. You can't plow. What are you doing? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what we're thinking here, because I'm just going to glue this onto this. Plow's not enough. You're just kind of dead here. Alright, there you go. Figure out a way to deal 2. Unblockable 7 lifelink coming in hot. Dealing some generational trauma to him. God, he's really taking his time playing this one. Sure. Pay the ward, please, and find out you come up short. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't. Oh, no, it's spells you control can't be countered, so that's perfectly legal. What are we doing? Like, are we just wasting time? Kind of feels like that's what this is. Dude, you're dead. Just accept it. Yeah, okay. Alright, cool. So, blue blasts, fire magics, ta-da. Pierce, stress down, counterbalance. We'll probably go down a force too. Okay, I'll send this. I think this is playable. I'm not too happy about it though. I'm sorry for making you listen to all this fucking coughing, but it is what it is. Alright, he's mulliganing. Always a good sign. Well, good for me anyway. Is he playing black too? I think I only saw red-white last time. He just wants a fetch. Okay, sure. Alright, sweet. I think this is just a prismatic ending. And then the worst possible thing is like a, an amped raptor into God fucking knows what. Victory, okay. I mean, not great, not terrible. I've seen worse. Okay, sweet. Fire magic is definitely part of this. Let's get a batter skull going. Just really pressure his hand. Swords, okay, sure. That's fine. Okay. I'm just gonna ponder here. I think this is in any order. Yeah, those are not good cards, unfortunately. Now, that is a good card. So I can kill that. And then we'll just kill whatever buildup he does after this. Kind of want him to just, like, spew on the board here. I would be content with, like, a Teferi bounce as well. Another one, okay. Kind of just want a bouncer and maybe take another draw. Here's Teferi. It's going to keep making you take this turn over and over, and I'll just not lose life to it. Okay. I'm not going to float Volk out there, because I did see Wastelands last turn. So that's really something I'd rather not play into if I can help it. Sure. Okay. I'm going to Snapcaster and Ponder. I'm not done farming him for value yet. Next turn I can just plow and then also Fire Magic for 2 and be okay. I would just like land drops here mostly. These aren't land drops, unfortunately, so I'm going to shuffle this. Okay, we're going to pass here. Okay, so what's the ideal here? There's a lot of fucking quarries. Okay. Cool. That actually kind of sucks a lot, unfortunately. Ah, all right. Yeah, so he just does it right away. Probably a good idea. I just shuffled away a Hydroblast. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. So he's gonna have to lean on the Sajani pretty hard here. I can also Prismatic Ending it, so I'm not totally dead in the water here. I'm just gonna plow that thing. Yes, I will. Okay, I have Force of Will. And then next turn, I think it's probably Stoneforge to try and force something out of him. Gosh, that is so rough. Okay, just endless dudes out of him. All right, well, I have to do this now. Red, blue, blue, fire magic. I think it's Force Pitch Snapcaster Mage or Brainstorm. I'm not sure. What could he be doing here? Okay. Okay, so now we have to Force Pitch something. I think it might be Brainstorm, though. We have the tools to win this. We just have to piece it together. Oh god, he has Pride. Okay. Well. Cost of doing business. Okay. No cards in hand. Okay. So it's going to be Snapcaster Mage, Fire Magic into Stoneforge Mystic next turn. Or honestly, I just hardcast Batterskull. Hardcasting Batterskull doesn't sound bad either. Puts one on top, terrifying. Okay. So if he does it now, it's pretty much a blowout. Each cat you control. I'm going to say no to this one. Fire magic. Kill everything off again. Play Batterskull. Or just play Stoneforge, get Cryptic Coat, and then get going on that. Alright, so that's going to fizzle. Actually, I kind of like the Stoneforge. Oh man, that's a 4/4. Yikes. Okay. Cryptic Coat. Here's Cryptic Coat. Damn, Prismatic Ending's good. Okay. Well, we'll see. He might have this one. I wonder if I'm supposed to block Pride. I might have to. Guide's good. Kind of want to run it down on time, too. It's like the math doesn't change. I don't think the math changes, right? Okay. the math changes here. I'm gonna have to block that. Okay, so he's gonna get a cat. He hasn't done anything with this yet. Okay, it's a token. Alright, so what can I draw here that helps me? Snap Plow is not bad here. Is it game winning though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I think I can. I think I have to start chipping away to Johnny. And then we see what we see, because I can pick up Coat next turn. Okay. So how do you want to handle this? Voice of Victory. Okay. We're going to do Snapcaster Mage. Swords to Plowshares. We're going to hit that thing. Okay. You're going to come back. Each cat you control. Okay. Cool. Okay. How dead am I here? What are we jumping? We're jumping yourself? Okay. Cool. I think we have to block there. And then see how we get 3. Okay. Well, not dead. Okay, that's probably dead. Alright, I'll concede this. But he plays so slowly that we might be able to pull this out here. Is there anything else I want? Not really. I think my build is fine. Kind of wish we had it back to basics, but is what it is. He does not seem to be respecting that card. Yeah, so I'm pretty comfortable with how I've constructed this. I don't necessarily want forces, but, you know. Darn. I wonder if there was. I wonder what my path to victory in that one was. There might have been one. Okay, so it looks like we are going to get the back to basics trick here. So I am going to ponder just to start. My lands are pretty set, actually. I just need to draw action. Okay, so far so good. So we're going to hope he has a pretty non-basic heavy start. I don't know, maybe just a straight nothing this turn. No such luck. Might be an Ocelot or something. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, sure. So this is definitely gonna have to be plowed. No two bits about that. Got another land coming. I think I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna pass here. kind of want him to play something, and then I can back to basics next turn. He probably sees this coming a mile off. No shock there. Kind of curious. All right, so these are good cards. I'll put Mountain under Vista back. I can Hydro Blast that at Johnny if he ever deigns to flip it. So I put that at the Mountain. Let's just cut him off mana. Then I can Stone Forge next turn, hold up Ponder and Hydro Blast. Nice. Wastelandio. Okay, cool. 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 Stoneforge Mystic. Yes, I'll get a Batter Skull here. Just gonna Ponder. Sweet. Love all of these cards. Okay, so this one feels like it's going to be pretty challenging to lose now. I can just nuke a Johnny kind of at my leisure. I got a ton of ways to do it. Okay. Not interested in that. Sure. I'll just pass here. I'm not in a rush. I can get my Batter Skull going. Okay. So what will this be? So he has basics. You have basics now. I have like this Jace kind of sitting here that will get in there eventually. I'm a little choked on white mana. No response, okay. What do you deign to target? Oh, he's going to probably hit the back to basics, I think. Probably. Sure. Alright, here's Batter Skull. I also have this Cauldron here. The single white is kind of clunky, though. Okay. Just plow that. No big deal. Alright. What's the plan now, boss? Because I can start hitting him really hard with Cauldron next turn, but, I mean, he does have Plow, so maybe, maybe not. Voice, sure. Okay. Swords, alright. Sure, that's fine. I can catch Pride off next turn, maybe? Interesting. So I'm gonna Prismatic Ending that. I can't cast spells, right? Okay. but I can randomly flash in random goobers to kill your shit. Okay. Alright, my next land I get, I'm just equipping it to it. Seeing how that goes. What's up? I'm gonna force the Ajani to flip, kill it. Man, that's a lot of damage though. Jesus. He might still be in this actually. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking damage actually. Is this gonna kill me? Kinda need a land here, which is unfortunate. Okay. So I think it's a Jace. I'm gonna unsummon here. And then I'm gonna hope to draw a land eventually. So I'm just gonna stop attacking pretty soon. So he's gonna have to commit to this Jace attack. Oh wow, he's just going for it. Okay, sweet. Alright, he just feels the time pressure right now. So I'm just gonna brainstorm into a land probably and kill him that way. I don't think you're gonna be able to kill me after this. Here's 9 for you. Just punt that back to your hand. Make sure that's the only thing you ever do with your turns. Alright. You only have like 24 seconds. He wasted so much time that like he's just not going to be able to finish this game, I'm pretty sure. Sure. I mean, you just want to hand me more life? Okay. What are you going to throw at me here? Okay, cool. He's just not going to finish here. Our set. Literal 0 seconds. Okay, yep. He just took way too long to play that out. Okay, good games, everyone. Cool to do that well. All right, see you in the next one.